How about this? From the Quran, I'll prove to you Aisha was a liar. You prove to me she wasn't.
And by the way, that Quranic promise I said to you guys, it's over.
What Quranic promise?
I said I will tell the truth and only what the truth.
The Prophet ﷺ said that one of the signs of a hypocrite is the one who breaks his promise.
Bukhari, it's in Bukhari, yeah.
Always with the referencing, yeah?
A sign of a hypocrite who is one who makes an oath and breaks it.
Shia exposed, Shia exposed. Look at these sick guys, look at these sick guys. Shia exposed, Shia exposed, what?
We say in this regard, we should not respect those who went against the Quranic ayat. We don't say they're believers, all of them. We look at each case individually. However, we do not believe that they were all pious individuals.
Okay. So you quote Quran 3144, right?
Yeah.
Are you trying to extrapolate from that? There's a possibility a Sahabi could leave the fold of Islam.
No.
So what was the point?
It shows the level hierarchy of sincerity of the companions.
Okay.
So those who run away from wars, I will not follow them that in that regard.
What did he say? Oz, you were suicidal last year. Stop chatting shit.
It was stop chatting BS. You were suicidal just last year. But anyway, coming back to the suicide thing.
That's disgusting. Like, I'm thinking, how, like, you. Do you see what kind of what does that say about your character? Have you ever been sincere? You're mocking a man that's saying he was gonna kill himself, and because of really, obviously, we know why, and it's not funny stuff. And I find it hypocritical because he told me he was suicidal after he got chased out of the park. Do you get me? For a whole year.
Don't run away from wars. You know some companions, as you said, did run away from wars. Said run away from wars. Said run away from wars.
Is Blade Runner not the same person who stood in that very same park only a few months before he ran away and was trying to prove the companions of the Prophet ﷺ as people who run away from the battlefield? What a coincidence. Only a few months later, Blade Runner himself has a few people behind him, running behind him, and what does he do? He runs away. I want to say to him, why didn't you stand there? Why didn't you pluck up the courage to face Brother Hamid? Now don't get me wrong, it's a good thing that you ran away, and I would have probably done the same thing. But I am not the one who goes around trying to prove from the Quran and the Sunnah that Sahaba radiallahu anhum ran away from battlefield whilst they had bloodthirsty hooligans running behind them with swords. But you are the one who stood there in that park like you're some juggernaut or like you're some army of 1,000 men, and like you would have stood there if you were there in the times of Sahaba, and you're criticizing and scrutinizing the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You should have some shame. You should have some shame, you begharat, you besharam, that you're criticizing the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yet when one individual who runs behind you in a park, you run and flee the park like a little girl in a pink dress, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Shia exposed. Shia exposed. What? Exposed. Exposed. It's just the reality.
The other girl, her name's Georgie Mary. She's the one that was pretending to be a Sunni.
But if she ever did come to me about this and blah, 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 well, then, bitch, I got stories about you too. And it's far worse than pretending to be a Sunni.
This message here, I don't know if you want to show it as a dalil, but I can read it. She said, you mean a video he had no permission in making about Zayn? And I didn't know. The one he swore to Allah he deleted. We were in a muta. Anything I did with him was halal. But it's all good. He did record me without permission and police will be contacted.
Sick are you, man? That you record but you don't stop.
I was in London last night. Was hoping we could talk, maybe even meet. And I said, what for? She said, just generally speaking, it would be good to see you. And I need to talk about a few private things that I'd prefer to happen in person. And I said, didn't we speak last night? And you called me a thought. Yep, we could speak in person. I said, I don't fancy being insulted face to face, Georgie. She said, sure, it won't be about insults, but clearly he has told you about me and him, which I don't think is fair at all. You carry yourself wrong. If you had his phone, you'll see he admitted that this whole thing is getting ridiculous. He only told you to piss me off, not because I spoke about you. Plus, he's scared I will tell his brother and Bayt al-Ghadir what he did. She's talking about playing two girls at one time. So, like, don't be stupid and get involved. Everyone's pissed at the videos against Bayt al-Ghadir team. And it's you at the center of it. And I said, you would incriminate yourself and tell Bayt al-Ghadir you did muta with Zayn? And she said, what's incriminating about muta? It's a halal practice.
Look at these sick guys. Look at these sick guys.
I'm not saying it as a derogatory thing. You guys,
They need help.
You're not mentally well.
Yeah,
All this stuff he told me. He said this girl smelt, she was fat and she had stretch marks, she had yellow teeth, she was a basic white girl. Just all the stuff he said. But the girl is still here defending him because why? She hates Sunnis more than anything.
You're sick.
You're mentally sick.
That's the
You're mentally sick.
You wanna-
I'm not saying it as a derogatory thing. You guys,
They need help.
You're not mentally well.
yeah, that's
I actually, I'll make dua for you that you get well because you're not
Beheading
mentally
people,
well.
you
Zayn had cheated in our relationship, and in fear of being exposed, he planned a whole week ahead and stole my phone. He stole my phone and came back to the group of brothers here and bragged about it. We've got Dalil on that. He stole my phone. Meanwhile, in that time, he was threatening to expose whatever content he had on that phone to the public, to my family, to everything he could get his hands on, explicit stuff, whatever he could find on the phone. He had access to it. He did watch every single move of mine, watched my passwords and everything. So right now, what happened is he has taken one of my pictures from my phone and made an account with it and came on the chat. The picture has actually will result in him getting done for what we call revenge porn.
How is that Islamic? Look at these sick guys. Look at these sick guys. Shia exposed. Shia exposed. What's that? That time's finished. Yeah. It's about the about the Ali Dawas. And the thing is, Ali Dawa and Adnan Rashid I actually keep in a separate section. Yeah. Them two I respect. So I will speak. I'm gonna discuss. Them two I'm more disappointed with than angry with. I'm more disappointed because them two are known to be the moderate academic voice. Yeah. So I'm disappointed in them, man. The other lot, you got the Mohammed Hijab. You got these other channels. You got everyone else. Tell me, which one of them has condemned what happened?
Single one of them.
Any man went online and condemned it. Any man came to the camera and condemned it.
Single one. Any of them.
One guy that condemned it.